show by Chris and Neil with all great movies. They are the real deal. We watch them all, so you don't have to. It's movies that don't suck and some that do.
All right, and it's a new episode of Movies That Don't Suck and Something to Do. My name is Neil.
I'm Chris.
And today we are reviewing two more movies, two of the movies that we see every day out at the movie theater or the streaming platforms, or what is it called?
What do you mean?
Places, Netflix.
Netflix, like subscription services, yeah, streaming
Roku,
places.
Amazon Fire Stick.
I'm sure some of the people that may have listened to this may actually have been going to the theaters, just not you and me, because we don't want.
Yeah, not me and you. All right, today we're going to be first discussing the first movie called a horror movie called Saint Maud.
Yeah, Saint Maud.
It is starring the basically all new actresses and actors that are very, they haven't had a lot on their resumes. Oh, look, my mother said hi. Hi, Mom.
Hi.
Anyway,
Hi,
you can call her Mom. We've hung out long enough.
All right. Hi, Mom. But it does have Morfydd Clark.
Yeah, we got Morfydd Clark.
Very nice.
Oh. He's apologizing, Jip. Shall we forgive him? He says we shall.
Thank you, Chip.
Think nothing of it, sir.
Speaks very well.
It was actually me. I like to pretend he speaks. Some people think it idiotic.
Oh, no. I do it myself all the time.
So, yeah, that was actually from the personal history of David Copperfield.
History of David Copperfield.
Yeah,
yep.
we didn't see it.
It's one of the big movies she's done. Besides Pride and Prejudice and Zombies, she did that. She was also in Crawl, if you remember that. You remember? Did we review Crawl?
We did talk about
Wasn't
Crawl.
that an alligator movie?
Yeah, it was like a monster film. And also,
yeah, we're like
this also
Jennifer Ailey.
Yeah.
Oh, my feelings are. I'm ashamed to remember what I said then. My feelings are so different. In fact, they are quite.
Yeah, so that was that.
And that's from Pride and Prejudice. So I just think it's funny that the main actress in the movie played in Pride and Prejudice and Zombies, and then the second in the movie played in the Oscar-winning Pride and Prejudice with Colin Farrell.
So I'm starting to think that part of you know how like every actor, you're not a real actor until you've been in a guest spot episode of Law and Order. I think British actor, you have to be in a portrayal of Pride and Prejudice to become a real actor. Yeah,
at some point in your life,
yeah,
they got to be like, you got a star in this.
Yeah.
All right. And then the second movie we're going to be reviewing today is big on HBO Max. It was going to go to the theaters. Well, it went to the theaters and HBO Max at the same time. It's called Judas and the Black Messiah. Now, the two main people that play in this movie, Daniel Kaluuya and Lakeith Stanfield, both played together in one of the most famous horror movies in the last 10 years, maybe 20 years.
Maybe.
Roll that clip from that.
Yo, my man. They were asking me about the African-American experience. Maybe you could take this one.
Oh. Well. I find that the African-American experience for me has been, for the most part, very good. Although, I find it difficult to go into detail as I haven't had much desire to leave the house in a while.
We've become such homebodies.
Yes. But even when you go into the city, I've just had no interest. The chores have become my sanctuary.
So that's both of them from the movie Get Out, if you remember, with Jordan Peele, writer-director of that. Jesse Plemons is in this as well.
3 bags of Tostito scoops, I notice.
There was a special on these tonight. 3 for 1.
3 for 1?
Yep.
How can that be profitable for Frito-Lay?
These corporations.
How can that be profitable?
I don't know what they're doing.
Oh, you two enjoy each other. It's often we don't appreciate what we have until it's gone.
And that's from Game Night.
Yeah, his character from that movie is probably one of the best things about it. He's just so weird.
Oh
my
god, he's so creepy bad. He's so creepy good in that. He was also in Battleship, The Master, The Irishman, and stuff like that. Dude, in the movie.
He's also like he was in he was a big part in Breaking Bad. You remember he was
he was in Breaking Bad as well. Yep. Yeah. And man, so many. He was in Children's Hospital. Remember that? Yeah.
But he's gonna be in the next. He's gonna be cast as the lead in the next Scorsese film.
Yeah, I heard about that. I actually heard about that. So, actually, I think we talked about that last week.
We're also missing the Dominique Fishback.
Dominique Fishback.
And you guys remember her earlier this year from Project Power? What was that with Jamie Foxx?
Project Power, correct?
Yeah. She loves him, right? Does he know that she loves him? Jeez. Nobody loved him until right now. At the end.
Yeah.
That's when her portraying Darlene in the hit show The Deuce. Okay. If you ever seen The Deuce on Showtime. Is that Showtime or HBO? HBO Max is what that's on. And man, if you haven't seen The Deuce, it's only 3 seasons. It's definitely worth the try to see that, because that is an awesome TV series. All right, Chris, where can they find us?
You can find us online at moviesthatdon'tsuck.net. We have Facebook, facebook.com/moviesthatdon'tsuck podcast. We're on Twitter at MTS Podcast. We're on Instagram at MTS Podcast. We're on Patreon, patreon.com/moviesdon'tsuck. We're also on YouTube. Just look on any Movies Don't Suck podcast will pop up. So if you watching this, go ahead and subscribe, or like our page, or watching this on Facebook. And go to Bonfire. You can find our shirts there. Bonfire.com/our name, right?
Correct. .com/movies that don't suck.
Yeah.
With a bunch of weird things. Just put movies that don't suck. Yeah. It literally finds us when you do. Our sponsor for today is Screenland Armor. Screenland Armor Movie Theater is in the North Kansas City area. They are Kansas City's premier movie theater. They feature new films, classics, TV on the big screen, and host special events. Often they rent out the theaters for events including birthdays, weddings, or corporate events. They are proud to be locally owned and operated. Now, Screenland Armor was a place I used to love to visit a lot when I lived in northern Kansas City, and Chris still goes there constantly. Yeah. You got thrown out that one time you got nude. You were nude?
I don't remember it, so I act like it didn't happen.
So if you get a chance, check them out. They're at Armor Theater at Facebook, and their website is screenland.com. So definitely take a look at those guys. We've done a lot with the people that run that gig.
Yeah, we love it. I love it, at least.
I mean, yeah, we've met directors. I can't remember all the events that we've done there.
I'm surprised you haven't commented on what my name is on here now. Well, I changed it.
Oh my gosh, I didn't even see that. Big Wayne, bigger brain. I can't believe you, Chris. What kind of a person are you?
Well, I'm this person. How's your week been?
Frozen fucking tundra.
Right, dude?
That's the best way to say it. We are living in a frozen tundra.
But there's light at the end. But coming Sunday, dude. Sunday or Saturday.
Tomorrow here. Tomorrow here is going to be up to 40 degrees.
Oh, tomorrow here.
So that's
32, maybe. Well,
yeah. So you'll be right at the freezing point. But what we did. So this is the biggest problem here, since we haven't lived in this house in the winter yet. This is our first winter in this house. Anytime it drops pretty much below 15 degrees, my house becomes like 60 degrees, no matter how hard my heater works. I had to get like a propane heater and throw it in the in the living room. Then we had a space heater back here. We also have we take the space heater and move it along to whatever room that we're in at the time. And literally we had to put a big heavy blanket over the door between the kitchen and over to the living room and everything.
Okay.
Yeah. No, to the to the living room, and we just blocked off the kitchen and cabana completely from the rest of the house. So it's a little bit colder in my kitchen right now, but the rest of my house is now at a nice, comfortable 72 degrees.
Can you do me a favor? Can you
No, I'm
never
not kidding
ever put a lighted propane heater inside your house?
Why?
Because of the carbon monoxide, dog.
Oh, okay. I think my mom's still watching or listening. Mom, how many propane heaters did we have in our living room growing up? Like, no, believe me, it's an indoor propane heater. It's not, it doesn't shed a lot of gas. You could smell it if it did. It doesn't. Believe me, I'm very safe when it comes to things. It's actually the propane heater me and my wife use for camping trips inside tents.
All right.
So it's safe. Don't worry. Even if it falls over, there's really no flame that could catch anything on fire. So yeah, so we just been inside freezing our ass off. We've been playing Fallout 76.
Yeah, okay.
You can co-op on that.
Yeah.
And then so we've been playing that, and I watched 2 movies this week that somehow we missed these 2 movies. One was because it was in the theater and they didn't put it out really for us to watch it, and that was Freaky with Vince Vaughn. That movie is hilarious.
I heard it's great. It's great. I have to get to watch it.
No, my gosh, seriously. It's about 2 people who switch identities, a serial killer and a high school girl.
Yeah.
And Vince Vaughn acting like a high school girl was hilarious, but the co-stars in that movie. And the thing is, as soon as you see certain people in the movie, you're like, oh, that person's going to die. You know that person's going to. You're only here because you're going to die.
So
like,
what was the other one you watched?
Resistance with Jesse Eisenberg.
Oh, yeah.
And he played Marcel Marcel.
The mime?
You know, the famous mime actor who helped escape hundreds of orphans during World War II into Switzerland. And man, it was actually, that was a really good movie. How that didn't get more attention last year, I have no idea if it got buried at a time or if everything from the crazy, you know, from crazy politics to whatever the hell's going on in the world at that moment in time. But man, that is a really good movie about the life story of Marcel Marcel.
Yeah, I'm not drinking right now. I know you're drinking a beer, but I was rushing. You know what? I'll text my brother, tell him to bring me a beer. How about that? 2 beers.
Have your brother text you, bring a beer, have him come down the stairs, let him say hi to everybody. Maybe you guys kiss each other. It'll be weird, but you know, kiss him on the cheek. Kiss him on the cheek. Chris. No.
I'm not going to do that. I'm going to say, bring me 2 beers.
So how's your family? Because your family's from Texas. Yeah. I know your brother's now living with you in Kansas City because he's, you know, wants the, a nice city.
My dad and my mom live in Texas, and one of my sisters. And
they live in Dallas, right?
Yeah, Dallas area. And my dad lives, actually, he has a house in Austin and Dallas. So he's in Austin right now. He sent pictures of his backyard. He has my dad's, you know, he's a billionaire or whatever, but he has a house in Austin that overlooks Lake Travis. You know, you can see it from, and all you just showed is snow-covered backyard, which is surreal to see in Austin. You know, inches of snow.
Our pool's completely frozen and covered.
Yeah.
We even tried to put antifreeze like this. It's a coolant that you put in your pool to make it so it doesn't freeze, and we put it in there too late. Like it did not activate correctly, and so I'm really worried about that when that all melts.
Yeah, but you know, everyone's just had friends that lost power for 3 or 4 days, and you know, it's just it's shitty, man. It's they've had it rough, so my heart goes out to my peeps in Texas.
Man, you should have told me. If you had friends that were out of power, they could have drove up here to Tulsa, and I would have let them stay with me for a couple of days.
Well, I think things are starting to get a little better in Texas right now.
So. Yeah, well, we got a heat wave of 40 degrees coming in the next in the next 24 hours. So hopefully it all gets better. Did you see, and I don't mean to get political, but did you see that Ted Cruz
I did.
literally jumped on a plane and went to Mexico?
I know, what the fuck, right? Like how tone deaf can you be? You know,
it's like, what the heck, dude? Why would you do that to your own people in your state? You're like, yeah, I'm out of here. Nothing's good's coming. I'm just gonna go. That's just weird. Doesn't make any sense to me.
Yeah. Other than that, not much, man. I've been playing Super Mario 3D World, and that's about it, man. And also, if you notice, I'm still in the craft room. So we were supposed to. Tuesday we had the carpet people come, and the piece they got is short. It's like it was cut short because they don't have it. They cut it wrong. Like they missed like a good 20 square feet of carpet, and so we're getting that taken care of. I guess Monday maybe, but yeah, I was hoping to be back downstairs in my happy place in the basement. But
yeah, back in your studio in the basement, but now you're still in the craft room hiding out there.
Yeah, I kind of hate me because it's kind of an echo here if I talk too loud. Hey Matt, come on in. Just come.
Yeah, come on in. All right, so everybody that's watching right now, this is Chris's twin brother Matt. Matt, wave everybody. I know you can't hear me. Can you hear me?
No, you can't.
Yeah.
Thanks, Matt. Thanks.
That was Chris's twin brother Matt. All right, so let's go ahead and get into movies.
Blood and Honey. That's what I'm watching. That's what I'm drinking today.
Blood Honey Revolver from Texas. I'm doing Gateway to Hales again because last week when I bought stuff, I bought a bunch of stuff because I knew the ice storm was coming. I besides taking my wife over to my in-laws just now, I have not left the house in a week. Like I haven't even stepped out the front fucking door. Like I think I gathered mail once.
Okay, well, I took the garbage out Monday when it was freezing balls outside. It was like -8 or something. I took the garbage out and they didn't come, so it's still sitting on the curb waiting for them to pick it up at some point.
All right, you ready? We're gonna play the theme song of the movie that we're gonna review, Saint Maud.
Lady Godiva was a freedom rider. She didn't care if the whole Joan of Arc with the Lord to guide her. She was a sister who really cooked. Isadora was the first bra burner. Ain't you glad she showed up? Oh, yeah. And the country was falling apart. Nope. Got it all sold up. And then there's Maud. And then there's Maud. And then there's Maud. And then there's Maud. And then there's Maud.
That is not the movie we watched. That is from the 1970s TV show Maud, starring B. Arthur, also known as Dorothy from the Golden Girls. But Maud,
directed by first-time director Rose Glass, starring Morfydd Clark as the titular role of Maud.
Very nice.
Oh, he's apologizing, Jip. Shall we forgive him? He says we shall.
Thank you, Chip.
Think nothing of it, sir.
He speaks very well.
It was actually me. I like to pretend he speaks. Some people think it idiotic.
So that's Morfydd Clark, who played Maud, and here's Jennifer Al, who played Amanda.
Oh, my feelings are... I'm ashamed to remember what I said then. My feelings are so different. They are quite...
So why don't you go ahead and read the storyline for this, man?
All right, the storyline of Saint Maud. Yeah. You want the storyline?
Well, I mean, what do you want to do?
Okay, we'll go to the storyline.
Okay.
All right. Let me get all right, I got to get the vocals ready for this one. This is a paragraph and a half, bro.
Yeah,
Did you see? Maybe
get your voice over work.
All right, here we go.
All right. Well, I mean,
here we go. You ready?
Yeah.
There, but for the grace of God, goes Maud, a reclusive young nurse whose impressionable demeanor causes her to pursue a precise path of Christian devotion after an obscure trauma. Now charged with the hospice care of Amanda, a retired dancer ravaged by cancer, Maud's fervent faith quickly inspires an obsessive conviction that she must save her ward's soul from eternal damnation, whatever the cost. let's just finish it there because the rest of it's just talking about the actors and actresses.
Okay,
but there it is. Seriously, the next lines is just what everybody's done. But yeah, that is a good explanation. This is about the craziness of. Okay, what's the best way to?
It's when religion and crazy meet, right?
Yeah, we'll say religion, crazy, schizophrenia, an atheist. Then somewhere in there, delusions of PTSD. I'd say PTSD plays a major part in this movie as well. This movie is, what's the best way to say this?
Unsettling.
Unsettling and fucked up. How about that? Unsettling.
Dude, my
and
favorite
fucked
things
up.
are unsettling and fucked up. Like, I've been dying to see it, and it finally came out, and I was super excited. So I made sure that I had everything done, that nothing would distract me from the movie. And nothing did, man. This starts out. It's a short movie. It's an hour 24 minutes. It's not even 90 minutes, really. This is released on A24. A24 over the past 10 years have released my favorite horror films ever. They've done The Witch. They've done Hereditary. They've done Midsommar. They've done The Lighthouse, and of course they've done Same Odd. So I mean, they're my favorite horror films of the recent past 15 years.
Well, didn't they do Witch? Didn't the executive producer do Witch, which is your favorite horror movie, so much that you got it tattooed on you?
Yeah, I do. And
show the audience. Show the audience. Show the audience. Come on, just one time. Let's list up. There it is. There is Black Phillip. Oh, such an epic tattoo.
Yeah.
Anyway, so this was. All right, what's the best way to say this about this movie? This was a good movie. I'm not going to put it down too much. The thing is with me, though, living in where I lived, good old near South Bend, Indiana, a lot of Catholics and stuff like that. I've seen a lot of Catholic horror movies, like everything. I mean, the first one that did it all is, of course, Exorcist. But then you have Exorcist 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I don't know how many they made. Thinking about it on the top of my head. And then on top of that, then you had like Stigmata, you had End of Days, you have all these different movies that have always dumped into this Catholic
Catholicism.
Thank you. Catholicism. And so like I'm used to that in my religious horror movie things. But I think this was a good spin on it. I think it was one of those that kind of gave me a good little surprise, and it got a little weird.
A little weird for sure. I am all about this type of genre, especially horror that's not all jump horror. It's not all cheap horror. This is something that's genuinely frightening to see. But not like, there was a little bit of that, just a little bit, but. For the most part, Rose Glass, the director of this, I can't wait to see what she does next, honestly. Saint Maud is...
I mean...
Yeah.
Because there's so many reflections between, is this the real life or is this reality? Like, which way the wind blows, it's like they caught in a landslide, no escape from reality. It's like, And
I haven't seen a better, ending for a movie in a long time. The ending of this was fucking fantastic. I'm not going to give it away, but... It was, I don't know if you saw it coming. I didn't see it coming at all.
No. Like, I mean, every moment of this movie was kind of like, because me and my wife sat down and watched it together.
You watched it last night, right?
It was just like, yeah, we watched it last night. And it was one of those movies that was just like, I have no idea if this is real or if this is supposed to be real. And
so I think the point is, I think that everything to Maud, everything was real. To Maud, that's all that matters. Right. Because but they did have flashes, throughout the movie, which showed you a snapshot of what really happening, what really isn't. And this movie's fucked up, and I couldn't wait to watch it. And I recommend it highly. I really do.
Yeah. Yeah, I think this would have been one of those great movies to see at Screenland Armor in Kansas City. In that, that old theater, that feel with the darkness, and just, like how we saw Midsummer, which was another film done by this group.
This are A24, the production company for sure. And they
A24. They did Midsummer. They also did
The Witch, Hereditary.
Which you got tattooed all over your body. We're not going to talk about or the other place Black Phillip's tattooed on your body, because that's just weird. But I didn't know that part of your body is supposed to have horns. But hey,
yeah. So the Saint Maud, I would recommend the Highway. Do you want to get quotes? Well, I mean, is there more we can say about this movie? Right, there's more we can say about.
I mean, to be honest, the Clark and Jennifer, the two main actresses in this movie, played off of each other really well. The other main character I'd say would be probably be Lily Frazier, who played Carol.
Yeah, I would say that.
The only thing I've really seen her in before was I think she was a mechanic in The Gentleman.
Okay, all right.
Right?
Yeah.
Because I recently watched The Gentleman. That's why I know that, just because I watch movies instead of TV shows when I'm bored. So, or I'm doing something around the house, I'll throw on a Marvel movie or a movie I like.
And just so you guys know, if you hear a language you don't recognize, it's actually Welsh. Just in case.
Yeah, it was Welsh that they put in there.
Mm-hmm.
And at first I thought it was going to be Latin or Arabic or something like that, because it was supposed to be the demon talking or whatever. Something's talking, the angel's talking. So yeah, let's give quotes at this point of the show. We give. I always do some quotes. I try to look out for the good parts of movies and try to write down what I think are some good phrases from the movie. So, forgive my impatience, but I hope you reveal your plan for me soon. How is she? Oh, she's a bit of a cunt. I have little time for the creative type because they are always self-involved. Yeah.
Hey, come on now. You too, pal. Point right back at you.
We're counter-involved. We're a teamwork. We're a team. We involve. Me and Chris talk to each other 2:00 in the morning, drunk, and just be like, "How you doing, buddy?"
That's more Neil. Neil's like, I've woken up to my phone at 2:30.
No, okay. This is my thing. When I see my friends are online and I'm bored and I'm just sitting here watching telly, and I see someone's online or jumps online, I just message them because they're my friends. So I'm like, hey, maybe they're up for no apparent reason, drinking, having fun, or doing something, or just bored and need a friend to talk to. But yeah, it's not my fault. Literally, it shows that you guys are online. It's nothing to take care of the decrepit and dying, but to save a soul, that's special. No hard feelings. I'm sure you're great in bed, but really, you're just a waste of my time at the moment. If you're trying to teach me something, I can't see what it is. Never waste your pain. You have no idea how dull it is to be dying. And that was it. That's the last one.
So
not many.
So my score to Saint Maud, this is getting a 4.1 for me.
I'm right on the same boat. I was going to give it a 4. 4 out of 5. Yeah. We rate on a system of 1 to 5.
0 to 5.
Yeah, it's a 4. It was a great horror movie. I'd watch this again if I was at somebody's house and like, hey, we're about to put on Saint Maud. I'd be like, okay, cool.
Yeah.
And then I'd look around the room to wait for the reactions.
Yeah. Because there's reaction shit. I know my wife was watching it with me. She actually ended up liking it, which is surprising for me. She would just like, oh, she's not gonna do it, is she? Oh, she did do it.
No, she did that thing. No.
Yeah. So
why? Yeah.
Now we're gonna do the Rotten Tomatoes score. What do you think the audience score for this was?
Oh my gosh, audience score, right?
Mm-hmm.
Audience, Rotten Tomatoes rates on a 100% level. So audience score 84.
69%.
Really? That low?
Yeah.
I did not see that one coming.
No.
All right, and the critic score.
Yeah, what's the critic score?
Yeah. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna have to say the critics gave it a 74.
93%.
Damn, I should have gone up. I knew I should have gone up.
Yeah. So
right.
the critics' consensus.
What's the census?
The critics' consensus is a brilliantly upsetting blend of body horror and psychological thriller. Saint Maud marks an impressive debut for writer-director Rose Glass. Yeah. And I said unsettling before, and I can't say enough about this movie. You're not gonna feel awesome.
All happy.
Yeah, you're gonna be like,
there's no happy joy at the end of this.
No. It's a fucked up movie, and it's a character study. I think on that, like you said, isolation, mental health, that sort of thing, and it's fucked up. But the subtleness of the unease and the unsettlingness, I thought that was brilliant. I thought it built a feeling that you don't get to hear. I don't get to feel often enough when watching movies. I mean, as close as I get with that.
It gave you a good it's like, oh gosh, maybe not, and then it's like, okay, I'm down with the clown. All right,
yeah. But
so let's move to the news. This is Movies That Don't Suck and Some Do news segment. This is where Neil reads things from the internet, Chris reacts, then we love each other for the rest of the night.
Yeah, I mean, we do love each other all the time, as it is.
Yeah, it's a love-hate relationship.
Hey, now, I love you, pal.
I know you love me. You just hate the things I say sometimes.
Yeah, it's not wrong.
Your favorite children's movie is getting a sequel, which will make it a triple.
Okay, the thing is, man, we see children's movie, like I know you're fucking with me. What movie is it?
Paddington Bear.
I didn't see Paddington at all. I mean, I
Part
should.
3 is now officially in development.
I heard they're really good. I just, I haven't gotten around to it.
Yeah, I've never either. So I just gave that one for a beginner because I have nothing on that. I don't know anything. Chris's favorite documentary that he's been watching religiously that he has not admit to is now getting a documentary version of it on Netflix. So Hulu's Framing Britney Spears is now getting its own documentary on Netflix. In the works, and Netflix is produced. No, I haven't. I was really going to today. Really yeah, I mean, I had a friend growing up in high school that he was just all kinds of hot for Britney Spears. I mean, all the time he'd be like, he would say the rudest, most crudest things, and I'd just be like, "Yeah, man, totally agree.
Leave Britney alone." Yeah.
That's what I wanted to say. I was like, "Please just stop talking about Britney Spears for 5 minutes." I won't say his name, but if you guys grew up with me in high school, you know
what does it rhyme with?
Louis.
His name rhymes with Louis.
Huey. DC's Black Adam movie has cast Aladdin's Marwan Khanzara as the villain.
So the one who played Aladdin in Aladdin?
No.
The one who played Jafar in Aladdin?
Played Jafar in Aladdin.
Of course you gotta pick someone who looks evil to be the villain.
Yeah, and oh gosh, what else was he in? He was in something else we just recently watched too. I'd have to go through this page to even find it. Oh, the Old Guard. He was in the Old Guard.
Okay.
He was part of the troop on the Old Guard.
That's right.
That was Charlize Theron. So I can't wait to see that. The Snyder Cut is getting a black and white version.
Which one are we watching?
I'm watching the original. Mm-hmm. And at the theater, there's going to be a 10-minute intermission in the middle of the movie.
So this comes out.
Isn't that nice?
Right? Comes out in March, right?
3 days before my wife's birthday. Yes.
And so we're obviously doing Justice League episode, right?
I mean, it's a 4-hour movie. I really kind of feel like I don't know, man. I mean, we can just make the episode long, do a first movie, cut out some stuff, and go into it.
Yeah.
But I mean, I'm gonna do I'm gonna have a notebook, man. I'm gonna compare. I'm gonna, what did Zack Snyder do differently than what Josh Whedon did?
Bye, Mom. Your mom's leaving.
Yeah, bye, Mom. But so That's really cool. A movie that I'm getting a lot more interested in the more I hear the people that got involved in it. Dungeons and Dragons
Yeah.
has just now casted Bridgerton's star Reggie Jean Page. That is now joining Chris Pine, Michelle Rodriguez, and Justice Smith. So, I mean, I can't wait for that.
Yeah, I mean,
I hope they don't mess it up.
I hope they don't either. I mean, you and I both.
Have you ever seen that episode of Big Bang Theory where they try to get in the D&D game that was hosted by it was like Will Wheaton, Kevin Smith, Joe. Gosh dang, I can't think of his name. Joe. He played Deathstroke. He was the leader of the werewolf. Manganiello, yeah, because he's a big D&D guy too. Like
Tom Morello's part of that group as well. You know that Tom Morello's part of that group as well, and Vince Vaughn.
Yeah.
And Vince Vaughn.
Why aren't those people on that movie? You know, every one of those people should be in a Dungeons and Dragons movie.
Well,
I'm just saying.
It was kind of poison when that had that one with Marlon Wayans. No one went and saw, and I was like, huh. But you know, I did not see the Big Bang.
Oh my gosh, I totally forgot about that. No, I didn't. Jeremy Irons and Marlon Wayans. Yeah.
What the fuck was that? What was that about?
I don't know. I don't even know what that was. Like, I tried rewatching it a couple of years ago. Like, it was before we did the podcast, or maybe when we first started. I don't know. It was back when I lived in the loft.
Yeah.
In Kansas City, and I got halfway through and I just turned it off. I was like,
"You're like, no way." Yeah.
No, I don't know why I'm watching this. One of the greatest musicals of all times is getting a remake.
What is this?
The King and I.
Oh my god, I'm gonna fall asleep. They got Yul Brynner playing the King of Siam, doing like the most racist shit imaginable. Just so you guys know, Siam is now Thailand. Siam used to be Thailand. Now it's just Thailand. But yeah, man,
you're Thailand.
Yeah, I am. I mean, I've been there. Just picture me in Thailand.
You've been there, yes, you have.
It was a great time.
You have definitely been there. So let's see here. Let's go through a few of them really quick. Paranormal Activity 7 got Underwater's director Will Eubank, and it's going to be a reboot of this series.
I've been meaning to watch Underwater. It's like not bad.
Yeah, and I don't know why Paranormal Activity needs a reboot already.
The first one was it's interesting how cheaply it made it was and how spooky it was, but I don't think remake. If they're gonna reboot it, they're like, hey, this guy who made this movie, people kind of like, here's $1 billion. Now make this reboot. He's like, gladly. Hopefully it's good, man. I mean, I just think that the first one, if it hadn't been,
I think the found footage thing is kind of running its course a little bit, or they just got to figure a way to do it well. Yeah. You can't do the slow build anymore. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I don't think
slow build is overdone.
I mean, you said that there's a Searching 2 coming out, right?
Right.
And that's a different.
That's a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, I'm still looking for. I mean, I don't know. That's kind of.
No, I mean, that's not found footage though. That's like stuff off the internet. You know, like that does it their own thing. But with the found footage, I think they need to. I don't know. I think they need to do a different way to do it to make it good.
Interesting.
Captain Marvel.
Yeah. What about Captain Marvel?
Captain Marvel 2 has cast Zoe Aston as the new MCU villain. She is now in there with a bunch of different people. A couple of the people that I'm not going to say their names because someone doesn't watch WandaVision.
I mean, if you want to say their names, that's totally fine. Unless you're giving shit away. Remember.
Monica Rambeau is going to be back in. Is going to be in it. Kamala Khan, if you remember, she is going to be playing, AKA Little Miss Marvel. Miss Marvel. And which I just found out I just saw a whole documentary on that on Miss Marvel the other day. And she's the main villain. They don't got more details than that, but it is going to set up bringing in all these other characters in the MCU.
Okay.
Last week.
Okay.
Go ahead.
No, I was just going to say, yeah. That's all I was going to say to it because I'm just looking.
Well, I mean, Marvel's got it going on right now. Let's just be honest. With Disney Plus and their shows, WandaVision is literally the best show out there right now besides Young Rock. And it is just amazing. But I mean, it's like WandaVision and Young Rock. If you're not watching those two shows, what the fuck are you watching? I don't even know.
You know, today's the first day I woke up and looked in the mirror and realized I need to shave my beard. How long that shit is.
Yeah, it's a pretty long beard. Face Off, the reboot.
Yeah, we talked about this last week.
It's not a reboot. It's a sequel.
With Nick
It's
Cage.
not a remake. It's a direct sequel.
That's actually good though, right?
Yeah. So that's what the director's saying. He was, I guess people were saying reboot, and he's like, it's not a fucking reboot, you idiots.
Who's casting it? Do you know the cast? They talked about the cast and Face Off.
What's that?
Have they talked about the cast and Face Off yet?
No, not really. They haven't really looked into it. I haven't looked into it, but
right now it all be speculation as it is, you know.
yeah. And the Suicide Squad, their spinoff
the James Gunn one.
It's a spinoff of it's going to be, oh my gosh, I'm just tripping over words right now. Peacemaker.
Okay.
You know Peacemaker?
No, you gotta tell me who Peacemaker is.
Peacemaker is played by the one and only John Cena.
Okay, that makes sense. He'd be Peacemaker. That actually makes complete sense that he'd be. I want to mention something real quick, by the way. This is a little off topic, but we got time. So, I know where Manson got his voice from.
Manson?
Yeah, where Marilyn Manson got his voice from.
Like Marilyn Manson?
Yeah, he got it from Robert Smith.
Okay.
He got it from Robert Smith.
Yeah.
Yeah, from the Cure.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like I listened. I was listening to the Cure. And I'm like, hold on. This part. I'm like, this sounds like a Manson song. And I'm like, oh, that's because Manson basically took Robert Smith's voice and tried to make his own.
Everybody steals from everybody, man. Everybody steals from everybody.
No, everyone has to influence.
Marvel got the rights back to the Punisher and Jessica Jones today.
Oh, so they're gonna make it better now? Are they gonna keep them going? Or what's the
No, they're keeping the two people. I know they got to keep those. They got to keep Kristen Richer and John. Gosh dang it, what's his name? The guy from Walking Dead that played the Punisher. He was the best. Regina King, who's just been everywhere lately.
She directed One Night in Miami, right? That was her.
Yeah, One Night in Miami, and she was also in The Watchmen, which was like a great TV show. If you did not watch that, based in Tulsa, Oklahoma.
Your current hometown.
She is my current town. My hometown is in Indiana.
Fine.
She is playing Shirley Chisholm, a biopic about the first Black U.S. congressman.
Cool. I'd be interested.
Congresswoman.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Well.
So yeah, and John Ridley's upcoming biopic, Shirley.
Okay.
So way to go, her, man. She's got like I don't know if she took time off for what, but all right, here's a movie. Are you ready for this? This one, when I saw this one, I was like, oh, I totally got to talk about this.
Okay.
Are you ready?
I'm ready, dude. Let's do it. Let's fucking do it.
Oh, all right. A24. A24 is going to it's not loading. I'm sorry. Give me a second. Oh, I see. It put an ad up there. I hate it when I pull up websites and they give me an ad. There's this guy named Ari Aster. Have you ever heard of him?
I love Ari Aster, dude. Totally 1%. I'm all about Ari Aster. If you guys don't know,
you like that guy?
Yeah, I like Hereditary. I love Midsummer, of course. Ari Aster.
Midsummer. What else did he do?
Hereditary, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
That's all.
One of your favorite movies.
Yeah. So what about him?
He has just cast his new star for his new movie by A24. They shopped it everywhere, but they gave A24 the rights first. They're like, you're first.
Yeah. So
it's some guy named Yokina Phoenix. Yokina Phoenix.
I don't know who that is. Do you know?
He played Johnny Cash in a movie.
Oh wait, no, Joaquin Phoenix is gonna be our Aster's new movie.
Yeah,
Really?
Joaquin Phoenix is in the next Ari Aster movie.
Oh my god!
And he is going to be playing in a movie called Disappointment Boulevard is the name of the movie. Now, the details are being under wraps. It's about this is literally the only sentence that they've given out for a description. An intimate, decades-spanning portrait of one of the most successful entrepreneurs of all time.
Interesting.
I'm interested as hell. It's Joaquin Phoenix and, Ari Aster.
Yeah.
So,
sorry.
Last but least, this is the last piece of news I got, and then we'll get on to the next movie. You ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
One of the most famous comedies of all time is getting a trilogy. It's going to be 3 of them.
Coming to America 3 is coming?
Huh?
Coming to America 3?
No. Bigger than Coming to America.
You have to give me a hint because, dude, there's comedies at the fucking wazoo.
I can give you a hint. Okay, how about this? This movie was on a beer can I had at one point.
Is there going to be a third Ace Ventura?
Ace Ventura 3 is being written, and the rumor is Evan Peters, a.k.a. Quicksilver, from the X-Men universe, from the Fox universe, is going to be playing. Evan Peters is going to be playing the son of Jim Carrey's Pet Detective.
Wasn't there already Ace Ventura Jr. that came out on a direct-to-video?
Who cares?
Apparently not the writers of this movie. Yeah, 2009 Ace Ventura series. Ace Ventura Jr.
Yeah.
Yeah, what the fuck is this? They call it Ace Ventura.
Who cares?
It's a made-for-television. Let me see who the main actor is.
Jim Carrey wasn't in it. It was Josh Fittler.
Yeah, Flitter.
Josh Fittler.
Josh
Fittler in Ace Ventura Jr. But this is Evan Peters in Ace Ventura the Third. Anyway. So yeah, that's the news, man. Let's hit that button. Let's go to the next movie. Well, that's another episode of news from Movies That Don't Suck and Some That Do. Remember, I don't make it up. I just read it off the internet.
All right,
Are you ready? Is this it?
Yeah, this is it. Do you want to talk about Judas and the Black Messiah?
Judas and the Black Messiah.
Directed by who? Shaka King is the one who directed it.
Mm-hmm.
He's also directed things like Newly Weeds, which is just I laughed at it, but mostly this is his biggest movie is Judas and the Black Messiah, directed by Shaka King. Also written by Will Burson, a story by Will Burson and Shaka King. Will Burson's done things like he's like a Scrubs. He does all kinds of shit. He writes movies, TV, and then it's also written by 4 more people, but it's just so the Lucas brothers, the Lucas brothers, right? The comedy twins.
Yeah, definitely.
They helped do the story in this, and so this was shopped around for quite a bit until HBO Max decided to buy it. And this movie is about. Just read the storyline.
There's a storyline?
Yeah.
Oh. Fred Hampton, a young, charismatic activist, becomes chairman of the Illinois chapter of the Black Panther Party, putting him directly in the crosshairs of the government, the FBI, and the Chicago police. But to destroy the revolution, the authorities are going to need a man on the inside.
So the man on the inside is played by Keith Stanfield. Bill O'Neill, so he plays. And I shouldn't mention the story, but Daniel Kaluuya is also in this as he plays as Fred Hampton. When we play there,
and they've both been together in what movie is that?
I think it was called Get Out.
Get Out.
About the African American experience. Maybe you could take this one.
Oh. Well. I find that the African American experience for me has been, for the most part, very good. Although I find it difficult to go into detail as I haven't had much desire to leave the house in a while.
We've become such homebodies.
Yes. But even when you go into the city, I've just had no interest. The chores have become my sanctuary.
So yeah, that was Daniel Kaluuya and Lakeith Stanfield. You guys also know Lakeith Stanfield from his fucking amazing and sorry to bother you is one of them, and also his recurring role in Atlanta. I don't know if you watched Atlanta, dude, but I can't wait for season 3 of that.
Yeah.
And then
I mean, both of them are great. Then we got Dominic Fishback.
She loves him, right? Does he know that she loves him? Jeez. Nobody loved him until right now. At the end.
And also,
that's her from The Deuce, but she's been in so much.
And
stuff.
also Jesse Plemons, man. He's been in everything. He's
Jesse Plemons.
3 bags of Tostito scoops. I notice.
This is such a good scene.
I know.
There was a special on these tonight. 3 for 1.
3 for 1.
Yep.
How can that be profitable for Frito-Lay?
These corporations, I don't know what they're doing.
Oh, you two enjoy each other. It's often we don't appreciate what we have until it's gone.
Yeah.
It's such a creepy scene.
I know. So funny.
But also in this movie, Martin Sheen pops up. He plays Jagger. Jagger. J.
Also, Ashton Sanders.
Why did he fuck me up like that?
Sorry, man.
James Udom was in this? I didn't even see. Oh, man.
No, this
has really James.
This has lots of people in it, and we
a lot of people.
So Ashton Sanders plays Jimmy Palmer, Algie Smith plays Jake Winters, Delbert Gibson plays Bobby Rush, Little Ray Howard plays Wayne, Dominic Thorne plays Judy Harmon. I can go on and on. This is a big cast in this movie, and
there's a lot of people that wanted to be in this movie.
And the thing is, this is about Fred Hampton, like in Chicago. So the thing is, a lot of people don't talk about this thing, and it's a movie that's designed.
Oh, we did.
Yeah.
We talked about it.
Yeah, we did. But
I mean, I didn't really. I'm not gonna say I lived. I kind of did. I don't know.
But you're familiar with Chicago. You're familiar with Chicago.
Yeah, especially Southside Chicago. Back in the day, now that my mom's no longer listening, back in the day, I used to sell drugs up in like Southside Chicago to make some money and stuff. So I used to hang out there quite a lot, or I would steal the car and go up to Southside Chicago.
Come on.
But it was my car or her car, whatever.
Oh, you steal your mom's car. You steal your mom's car. Okay.
Yeah, it wasn't like stealing a random person's car.
Yeah, I thought you just went there and you fucking used a Slim Jim. Like, here we go. But no.
There's a funny story. One day I was in Southside Chicago. I just bought a brand new car. I'm not going to go in details or anything, but a dude at the stoplight robbed the car next to me that was a piece of crap rust bucket and took off and didn't steal my car that literally was a brand new car.
Well, that's probably the point.
That didn't make no sense to me.
Probably the point. They don't want to steal a brand new car. So this is really about the COINTELPRO thing, the counterintelligence program that was a big deal back in the late 70s when J. Edgar Hoover thought the biggest threat to the United States was the Black Panthers. This is also the time when people were scared about communism. They thought communists weren't around. They thought that Fred Hampton and people like him were gonna do a revolution and turn the U.S. communist, which didn't happen. But maybe it should have. This film postulates.
I mean, this is a very it sucks.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know what's the best way to say this. One, it doesn't suck as a movie. Let me just say that. I mean, the storyline of this sucks because it's the truth. It's cops blowing things up just to take over because they're not in charge. So they want to make sure that everybody thinks they're in charge. It's basically showing you the truth about the police system in the United States of America, where they beat down everybody that they think it might think they're higher than they are. And It's the ugly truth of America, literally put out there, even though this is years and years and years and years ago. I mean, like 40 years ago.
Amazing acting. I want to say that. Amazing acting.
Very amazing acting.
Oh, dude, acting in this is incredible.
The acting in this is incredible. The back and forth between Dominic Fishback and Daniel Kaluuya was great.
Even Keith and Jesse Plemons together, like just the
uncomfortableness between the two of their characters was you could feel it.
This was it's a biopic, but it's also like a thriller. It's history. It's very, 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 very good.
Well, I mean, going in, I already know the history of this. Yeah. I know because I've always been into finding out information about the area I live in, no matter what it is. Maybe because I was bored a lot because I grew up in a small Amish town in northern Indiana, next to some really big cities. But I always love finding out history because, like in the town next to where I live, there was John Dillinger robbed 3 banks on 3 corners in one sitting. Like he went bank, 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 and left. Nobody got him.
I do want to mention that they did take a little bit of creative license with this because, Daniel Kaluuya and Keith Stanfield are all 31, 29 respectively. But Fred Hampton was only 21 years old when he died, and William O'Neill was just 17 during the events. So,
25-year-olds play high schoolers. Yeah. I don't know what you want.
No, I'm not saying that. It's just that this they picked 2 people who are amazing to play these 2 roles.
These 2 just played off of each other so well, and to be honest, and Martin Sheen did his part. Man, you can almost not recognize Martin Sheen.
Yeah,
from the makeup work and stuff.
Yeah, and Martin Sheen's great, and he's as J. Edgar Hoover. They also could have gotten Leonardo DiCaprio because he was in Junior. That's what we call him now. But
I don't know what. No.
Did you ever see Junior?
Yes, I saw Jaggard. It's J. Eggard, but yes, it has a dot in the middle, sir. But yeah, I mean, the acting in this movie, I mean, when it got emotional, it hit it. You know what I'm saying? It hit the spot. It was sitting there. It was, and the storyline.
It's going to make you angry.
Yeah, it does. It's going to make you angry. But the thing is, it's the truth. And this is one of those things that some of us probably need to work out there in the environment and figure out why. Why is this going on? Why in the world that we live in is people still getting treated the way that this movie was treating people?
Why is this story still not told? I wasn't too familiar with Fred Hampton until after this movie, and I can tell you I'm going to be doing a lot more research after, as soon as this is over, because holy fuck, man, it's wild.
It's insane. It's an insane movie about events that happen, and this is the thing that really upsets me about this. All right. So right before we came on the air tonight, I went on Reddit. Everybody knows Reddit.
Yeah.
It's the Facebook where nobody knows who you are. And one of the top stories or one of the top things in the feed today is about a cop beating the hell out of his wife. And everybody's like, oh, he's going to go to jail, blah, 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 da, 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 da.
Yeah.
No, he's not going to go to jail. You know why he's not going to go to jail?
Because he's a cop.
Because Blue looks out for Blue.
Yep.
The cops are a gang just like the Crips and the Bloods. They are just literally just a different kind of gang.
Yeah,
I never feel safe when I see a cop. I've never felt safe my entire life. I don't think, and this movie reflects why I don't feel that, why I feel that way. And because there's even one part in this movie, and I'm not going to spoil it or anything like that too hardcore. There's a part in this movie where the Black Panthers show up to I think it was a church or a town hall or whatever, of these Southern folks with the Confederate flag hanging behind. These people are supposed to be the racist bastards in the movie. But he strictly goes up to him and is like, your child is going to the same crappy school that our children's going to.
Mm-hmm.
You're getting beat down and battered by the government and the man and the cop, or the pig, as they call him in this movie. And you have the same things to lose as we have.
Yeah,
why are you not on our side?
The group is an actual real group. They were called the Young Patriots. They're a leftist group. And you know, when Fred Hampton got to join with them and the Young Lords, which were a Latino gang, they was the Rainbow Coalition. And since then, Rainbow Coalition's been used in almost like everywhere. That's not even it has to do with politics. They've used in like stores. They'll say the Rainbow Coalition for different types of products, but they're really the first Rainbow Coalition, and it's powerful shit, man. This movie is powerful.
No, it's very powerful. There is so many spots. I don't want to ruin this for anybody. I mean, this is like one of those movies that if you don't know the history lesson, go back and watch it. Go and watch this. Learn your information. Just have a good time. Man, I don't know. I don't know what more I can say.
This is something I just found out. My dad sent me a message saying Ted Cruz is a dumbass.
Did you just start listening to the beginning of this?
No, I mentioned it earlier today because he lives in Texas and he voted for Ted Cruz, not for Beto. Which my aunt, her house in Houston or San Antonio, anyway, her house was the base for Beto's campaign. Oh,
nice.
Yeah. I don't think
wait for her to get into it. Yeah, that's awesome.
I don't think Beto. I don't think that Beto would have left the state if his citizens that he represents, his constituents, were suffering like they are. But
yeah.
Anyway, but do you want to give quotes and then we'll give the score on this?
Yeah, definitely. I'll give a couple quotes here. Oh my gosh, where did I start? There we go. Capitalists have one goal, and that is to exploit the people.
Mm-hmm.
Give me some Colt 45 and some people anything to free themselves. We think it's normal to go to the hospital with a runny nose, but then we come back home in a body bag. You brought a pool stick to a gunfight. We pay pigs to run us off our own corners. Anywhere there is people, there's power. I'm going to die for the people because I am for the people. Are you a bad motherfucker? Or are you just a bad mother? Mama, I gotta pass gas. That was a funny part in the movie. I call you comrade because we are at war. Prison is just a temporary solution. I didn't go into too many of the depths of the speeches in this. And the reason being is because they are very wordy. They're very long. One speech would have covered an entire page. There's actually a page I tried writing down one of his speeches, and I was just like, nah, I gotta just...
Dude, this is not a slide to you, but you couldn't say it better than Daniel Kaluuya did.
No. I try to get the fun spots. Finally, at a point in this, when I always write down quotes and stuff. I feel like it kind of just helps people get an idea of what they're walking into. But there's just no way to do justice to any of this.
So, I'm actually, I want to hear your score before I give mine.
You want to hear my score before I give you before yours? Mine's a 4.2 on this one.
Actually,
I thought this was a very historical.
I'm actually ahead of you on this one. I'm at a 4.6.
Nice.
It's one of the best movies I've seen in the past.
It's a great movie. I'm not going to change my score now because I already said it, but because only jackasses do something like that.
Hey now.
Did I call you out, Chris?
Yeah, you did.
Anyway.
But yeah, this now we'll do the critic score. What is the audience score on Rotten Tomatoes?
Man.
Just fucking spit it out, dude.
85.
97%.
From the audience?
Yeah. What is the critics?
Hell yeah!
Yeah, what is the critics score on this?
96.
100% on the money, dude. Did you
shut the fuck up?
That's it. Yeah. So the critics' consensus.
Well, I mean,
yeah,
that tells you right there, right?
Yeah. The critics' consensus is the electrifying dramatization of historical events. Judas and the Black Messiah is a forceful condemnation of racial injustice and a major triumph for its director and stars. Yeah, man. I can't wait to see what Shaka does after this. I can't. I mean, I'm gonna watch anything that Shaka does. I'm gonna watch anything that Lakeith Stanfield, Dan Clue, and Jesse Plemons are in, and even Dominic Fishback, because they've been killing it, all three of them. And I can't wait to watch what else they do, man. We've gotten lucky this week with two really good movies. Saint Maud with I'm gonna watch Rose Glass, whatever she does after this, and of course this Shaka King with new guys. I'm really happy seeing these new directors that we don't know much about coming to their own and actually getting press, because I want to see more movies by them. You know,
I want to see more movies by anybody that does a good movie. You know, and gosh, to be honest, both these movies this week were freaking awesome.
I'm really happy about that. Like, because I knew there was a week when we had movies I weren't too happy with, like both of them. But I think they're pushing out a bunch of movies around this time of year just so we can see them before the Oscars are not, announced. But honestly, I think any of the movies we saw this week, wouldn't be surprised if any of them were nominated. You know, if they were nominated, I wouldn't be surprised if Shaka King wasn't nominated for Best Director. I just wouldn't be surprised, because this is a fantastic movie.
This is one of those movies that literally just blew it out of the. Both these movies were like, I mean, it was a great horror movie, a great documentary movie, and man, I cannot tell you how much I really appreciated. Like you said, Saint Maud, and then I was like, oh god, this is gonna be so dumb.
You went to it like I told you to, right? You went to like I told you to, like not knowing almost anything about it, right?
No, I mean, I saw the trailer.
Okay.
I watched the trailer. Me and my wife watched the trailer first because she's like, I don't know if I'll be into this, and I was like, yeah, you're right, I get it. You know, because we've been trying to watch a lot of more upbeat stuff.
Yeah,
you know, just because
we're stuck in
a
the frozen
tundra.
Yeah.
We're in a frozen tundra. Frozen tundra.
Okay, Satan, did you guys like the movie? Did your girl Daniel
like the movie?
Did Daniel like it?
Yeah, she liked Saint Maud. We had a great time. Okay. It was really fucked up. It was weird.
So I think we're done for the movies, but I do know what we're watching next week.
What are you watching next week?
We're watching Willy's Wonderland, that new Nick Cage film.
Fuck yeah! I got so many friends that have already seen that movie.
I've seen it too. I already watched it.
Yeah, I was gonna watch it the other night, but then I was like, no, I want to watch it when my wife's in the mood, because I think she'll really appreciate it.
It's a fun movie, but I'm not going to say anything else about it. And then also Nomadland, which comes out on Hulu tomorrow. So, yeah, I mean, it's a movie that the people have been talking about forever. And I'm looking forward to seeing Frances McDormand do her shit. She's so good. She's so good.
You know, we're going to be renting a movie theater in March.
Down in Tulsa or up here?
Down in Tulsa. I mean, come on, man. We got like our bubble people here, and 3 of the people in our bubble have birthdays in March.
So would it be inappropriate for me to come down there?
No, definitely not. Definitely not. If we rent the movie theater, I'm down for it. You guys can come down. Yeah, definitely.
Let me know what movie you're watching. Because I've been thinking about doing that up here in Kansas City with Screenland. You know.
Yeah, I mean, and to be honest, it might not be a new movie, because to be honest, they're charging like double the cost to see a new movie than they are to see like a classic like Back to the Future or Lord of the Rings or something like that.
I think when we actually try to do this for my birthday, rent a theater. You know, I just thought about this like for my birthday, like you know,
I'm trying to think. Your birthday is in June?
Yeah, June 9th. So I could do it the weekend before,
right? Yeah,
before or after. And
is that fucked up? I don't remember shit, man. I remember your birthday.
Dude, I only know your birthday.
There's 3 people's birthdays besides my wife's and my family that I remember.
Well, I don't remember your birthday. Was it like in like October, September? September 8th, September. Right now.
September 18th.
Okay. And
then my friend Mike Riley's is right after mine. My friend Matt Yates is in January. Matt Nova's, I can't remember Matt Nova's. I think it's November. I could be wrong on that though too. And then I know yours is in June.
Yeah. So.
And that's it. Like I don't remember anybody else's birthday.
Leah's birthday's in November, like the first day of November, All Souls Day. So that's her birthday.
Man, I can't remember his birthday.
But the best day of your life was actually the day you got married, right?
Duh.
Yeah, mine too.
Halloween.
Isn't that weird, dude? Like I hear people all the time that I don't like. The best day of my life was when I got married. 100%. I can't. It doesn't even like compare to anything else.
No, right? I was at WrestleMania, like 4th row, seeing The Rock versus Hogan, as 69,000 people were like, Rocky, Hogan. I was at Woodstock 99. Woodstock 99 just sucked. I don't know if you know anything about Woodstock 99.
It was a disaster. But no, when I got married, it's still the happiest day of my life, the best day I've ever had. And it's because it's brought me where I am now, And I'm sure you feel the same
I know.
way.
To be honest, I love my life. I love my wife. I love my life. I guess we should finish the episode so we can just hit it on the dead. Yeah. Where are we at recording wise? How long are we?
About an hour and 10 minutes, hour 15. I don't know.
Yeah,
I just stop it for a second.
You got some stuff to get rid of.
Yeah, but yeah, man. So guys, go ahead and watch Saint Namaz. You can watch that on on Amazon Prime, Epics. If you guys don't want Epics, it's 7-day free trials. Just go ahead and do it. For Juice and the Bucks.
I'll go to Pirate Bay. Whatever.
I do not recommend not paying for movies.
Don't do that.
And then Juice and the Bucks Messiah, if you guys have
illegally.
HBO Max, which you should, by the way, it's got some great shit on there. Go ahead and pay that for the 7-day trial. You can watch Juice and the Black Messiah, and HBO Max is included in your subscription. Get to it quick though, because this expires in a month, and you won't be able to see it again until after it's done.
Some next decade, you'll be able to see it with your friends lying naked. It'll be weird.
Yeah, that's right. So you can visit online moviesdon'tsuck.net. You can also visit us on Facebook at facebook.com/moviesdon'tsuck. We're on Twitter at MDS Podcast. We're on Instagram at MTS Podcast. We're also on Patreon, patreon.com/moviesdon'tsuck. We have shirts on Bonfire. Just search our name on Bonfire, and we're on all streaming platforms. If you're listening to us on Facebook, go ahead and like that page. If you're listening to us on YouTube, go ahead and subscribe. And just so you know, edited episodes come out every Sunday. So if you guys don't want to hear us just talk shit and at the beginning and end, that's it for us. But are you ready, pal?
Yeah, that's it.
Oh,
I think we're done.
If you want to email us, info@moviesdon'tsuck@gmail.com, or sorry, info@moviesdon'tsuck.net. And if you have a small business, why don't you talk about the small business, pal? Let's finish that. Swallow that beer. Swallow that beer and talk about it, because you like talking about that, and I want to give you this chance to talk about it.
If you got a small business, or your friend's got a small business, or your cousin's left cousin on the third side that's your preacher's ex-girlfriend's friend got a business, let us know. Get us a message. Send us an email. We love supporting local businesses. We love it. We literally want to help you out. I'm literally wearing, if you watch our video right now, I'm literally wearing a local brewery shirt from Denver, Colorado that I visited an hour before Chris joined me in Colorado. So, yeah, guys, make sure to send us out. We really want to support you guys. We want to help you out. We're going to help out. We got some places that we're going to help out. We're figuring that all out. We're trying our best to do what we do. We don't get paid for this. So this is our hobby. Our hobby is the podcast.
Our hobby is just hanging out, talking movies.
I no longer paint action figures because I got to spend all my time doing podcasts.
Sorry, pal.
Anyway.
I know.
No, I'm just kidding. I love this thing. I love doing it. All right. Well, let's hit the music, man. Let's get it out. Well, that's another episode of Movies That Don't Suck and Something to Do. My name's Neil.
And I'm Chris.
And remember, guys, no matter what day you're walking down an alley, if you see someone's calling them some saint, make sure it's St. Ides. Have a good night.